The van has since been moved from the scene, but the damage this fire caused still lingers behind. I'm actually standing right outside the Boston Police Station here on Washington Street in Jamaica Plain, and the reason why is because this is actually part of their investigation. This is just one of the many problem spots here across the city of Lawrence where piles of trash have just been building up. Firefighters, divers are still on scene here trying to get that truck out of the water. And what he said is certainly not appropriate for television. Anything you want to say about the charges?
Yeah, off.
I'm learning from a city employee source that this was a 17-year-old who was shot here on Ellington Street. I want to show you the scene. It really expands to the end of the block. There's still a lot of unanswered questions tonight as to what exactly happened to this mother and her son. These calls came in around 10 o'clock this morning when kids were inside of their classrooms, and witnesses tell me that this is the victim's car. They say that he got out of it and was walking across the street when he was hit by that car. These were certainly two beloved businesses here in Lawrence, so much so that community members actually came out here and they were embracing these two business owners. We're still feeling some gusty winds, but the rain has stopped coming down. We're starting to see all of that dirt and all of that debris that came down with the heavy wind, a lot of leaves. Some of the first things people go for while they're panic shopping is milk and eggs. But what if I told you that that's not the smartest way to shop right before a storm? Though the Sumner Tunnel is ready once again for commuters, it doesn't mean that the work is done. Exposed walls, just like this one, still need work. I know you guys have already seen inside the garden right now, but the party is really outside. Fans getting ready to go inside. Boston now has its own iconic orange couch, and this cafe is taking people back to the 90s. I just ran into the sisters that I was talking to earlier today, and they are still here. They have been here since 6 o'clock this morning. Great job, ladies. Seriously, I hope you did some damage. This is the only time where we're not jealous of you guys out there in the studio. It is a beautiful day, and outdoor dining is back. This is un bolinho de bacalhau. It's a cod, almost like a little empanada, pastel de bacalhau.
We have live Team 7 coverage beginning with 7 Sabrina Silva.
This has been a scary and devastating week for people in Florida. It's been a restless couple of days for this family, and we know that Hamas has threatened to kill hostages for attacks on Gaza. And this Needham man says he's just hoping his loved ones are spared. He was literally just wrapping that baby up in the blanket, as you can see there, walking out of that boat. I mean, just imagine being a father of family and having to find your way out. There's water coming into homes, basements that are flooding. I mean, they were literally waiting for those fire crews to go there and help them get out of a dire situation. So as you can imagine, just a scary moment, not only for that family, but for all of the families that live down this road and live on other roads that have all of this flooding going on. A scary situation, and our hearts are with people out there. And please, please, if you are inside your home right now, do not get out. There is no reason to be out here. Like, I'm sorry, the sirens are so loud, but this is really what we're hearing, what we're seeing across the board here all night. We have heard ambulances, we have heard police, we have heard fire trucks. I mean, they have been going all night. Just so you know how crazy this is right now. Response from really just everywhere. But I want to show you this. We saw a lot of debris coming through with all of that water. And the trouble is going to be these drains, because all of the debris, these plastic bags, are blocking these drains and blocking all of this water from going through. I want to show you what it looked like just a couple of minutes ago. Water just completely overtaking the streets here on Pleasant Street and Main Street. Just a chaotic scene. A lot of first responders out here, from firefighters, police, ambulances, as well as the National Guard, just coming in and trying to assess the situation, rescue people, help them out. And talking about rescue, I want to show you this dramatic video of first responders bringing a family of 4 on a blow tow a boat, and that family of four, I witnessed a father just wrapping his baby in a blanket. It looked like a very, very young baby and another toddler, and that family went to stay by this house that was in an elevated area of the street. And we saw other people also leaving their homes, leaving everything behind because they really were just focused on their safety. I mean, flooded basements. And one thing I mentioned earlier was the triple deckers. There's a lot of those here on Main Street. So some people are living on the first floor and they have no higher elevation to go to. So really they were relying on those first responders for the rescue. I spoke to a woman whose business was completely flooded out. The building that business was in collapsed. It was on Water Street. Here from what she had to say.
And I was over there with my partner. The river, I heard the dam let go, and the river ran right through it, took out the entire first floor. I mean, the bay doors of the garage is gone.
And that woman is not the only one. Right now, I'm witnessing here a business owner getting all of the water out of his restaurant here. A lesser extent to damage, but still really difficult for these people. These are their livelihoods, and tonight some of them are looking at it all destroyed. And we've seen a lot of pictures, and one of them was really frightening. It was a sinkhole, a massive sinkhole, and we're hearing from neighbors here. We've yet to get it confirmed, but we're hearing that it was further down the street, and because of all the flooding, I mean, people can't see where the sinkholes are. So we're really glad that we haven't heard yet of any serious injuries, because the destruction here really paints another picture. And we've been hearing sirens, but not as much as we were hearing a little bit earlier in the evening. So that is certainly good news. And as I say that, of course, a fire truck is driving through here at Pleasant Street, going to another area that needs their help and their support. But for now, reporting live here in Leominster, I'm Sabrina Silva, 7 News 19.
An exclusive barbershop in Lowell, the new buzz in town. But if you want a seat at the chair, you'll have to be a student at Sullivan Middle School.
John, what are you getting today?
Just a little trim on the back and the sides.
Hidden behind a door in the halls of the school is where we find Husky Cuts, a one-of-a-kind shop. The kids named it after the school's mascot.
A haircut can create a lot of positivity outside of even just school, and confidence leads to success.
Local barber Joseph LaRue is volunteering his time every week to get kids looking fly, and it's all for free.
It feels like fresh and like you're new.
The idea coming from Gail Hurley, who works with the Lowell School District. It was made possible after the school was given a grant.
Part of the grant is to transform spaces within the school building, and I said, wouldn't this be neat to have a barbershop on site to help alleviate some barriers why kids aren't getting a haircut.
LaRue now hoping that other schools across the country will follow suit and help transform young boys into gentlemen.
Not everyone can afford haircuts. Not everyone has the means to get to a barbershop or just being comfortable in a barbershop. So being able to do it right from school, it's something that should be happening everywhere.
Now, the barbershop will stay open every single Monday from 9 in the morning until noon, and they're already booked until the end of January, but their hope is to keep this open for years to come. In Lowell, I'm Sabrina Silva, 7 News.